خير تقول جايز، كيف الاخبار؟ جينا لك فيديو جديد. اليوم فيديو طبعا غريب، انتم بتقولوا قاعد بتنزل بهذا الوقت، بس اليوم يا اخوان في عندنا ترند عالمي. طبعا اكيد كلكم تعرفوا قصة الشاب اللي دعس البنت وامها، كامرين هيرون هيك اسمه كانه. عمل سباق بينه وبين شخص بشارع عام، فقد السيطرة على الاغلب ودعس، عمل كارثة يعني. فهذا الحكي قديما زي ما انا فهمت، يعني من تقريبا سنتين ثلاث بس، لكن تم افتتاح القضية بالفترة هاي قبل يومين تقريبا او اسبوع، ماني عارف. تم افتتاح القضية تقريبا من يومين، وتمت محاكمته لمدة 24 سنة. طبعا هو انصدم والعيلة انصدمت، واغلب الناس كرشت عليه. وين الكراشة؟ فالمهم خلينا نحضر القصة كاملة. إذا عجبكم المقطع لا تنسوا زر اللايك والسبسكرايب، أهم شيء. أتمنى منكم تشتركوا، خلينا نوصل 5000 مشترك، وتفعلوا جرس التنبيهات ووضعية الكل، ويلا مع المقطع. خلينا نبحث عنه. كامريون، كامريون. والله اخوان هذا الترند صاير مش طبيعي، كل الناس بتحكي عنه. ايه ابو الرب بنزل عنه. محاكمة الشاب الامريكي. الله خلينا نشوف سوا.
All right, good evening, everyone. Is the state ready to proceed? Is the defendant ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
دقيقة.
Sorry, it took me a little bit longer.
بسم الله.
All right, good evening, everyone. Is the state ready to proceed?
الخير جميع الدولة. طبعا انتوا قارئين ترجمة.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry, it took me a little bit longer than anticipated, but there was a lot of information to consider. Let me just start by saying that
طبعا هم بيحكي له انه احنا كثير طولنا بالقضية، لكن كنا نكتشف معلومات جديدة.
as multiple people have observed,
حالة صعبة بشكل خاص.
this is a particularly difficult case because there's really nothing that the court can do that's capable of fixing the harm that has been caused.
ضحايا، غلط الكلام صحيح، صارت حالات.
So that being said, I've got to start with the law. I'm bound by the law, and the law gives me a guideline for case. So I want to start with the Camacho case. It's really the first thing I need to address is whether or not the court's going to depart from the minimum in this case, which is 222 months, or approximately 18 and a half years in the Florida State Prison as a minimum. The Camacho case, as Mr. Fitzgibbons pointed out and argued, lays out really a three-factor test. Is there a valid legal basis for departure? The facts support an application. Do the facts apply to the departure basis that is being asserted?
طبعا هو بيحكي له
To both of those questions, I answer those yes. There is a valid legal basis for departure, and there is competent substantial evidence that would support a departure. And really, I'd find that as to all of the
بس هو مش حابب يسحقه من أول مرة،
departure bases argued, with the exception of the disparity argument. Argued that an available basis for departure is the disparity between the guidelines and the sentence that Mr. Barano got. I don't agree with that. I agree that disparity could potentially be an available legal basis for departure. But in this case, I don't think it applies, because I do think that there are a disparity in sentence between Mr. Barano and Mr. Heron is appropriate in this case.
وقالوا له انه لازم راح يتصرف بهاي القضية. شاب طبيعي ولطيف. طبعا يا اخوان محاكمته بولاية فلوريدا. هذا يا اخوان الشخص.
Statement that I'm going to read on behalf of Cameron.
راح يقرأ بالنيابة عنه.
And to begin, I would like to apologize to the family that lost two beautiful
هاي الرسالة
souls.
هو كتبها.
The amount of remorse, sorrow, and regret that I feel is unfathomable. But I could not possibly imagine how you feel. I know that nothing can be done to turn back the clock, but I will and would do anything in my power to fix it. I am so sorry for what I did and what I caused. God is with these two beautiful souls, and I have no doubt that they are at peace. I had my last faith before
المترجم مش عارف شو كاتب.
lost. I'm sorry, Judge, just a little hard reading with the mask
Yes, sir.
fogging up a bit.
الكمامة بقول له بتأثر على نظارتي. طيب اقرأ هو
I lost
خلاص.
my faith before the accident, but I brought it back afterwards and was confirmed to the Catholic Church soon thereafter. Along with my family, I will be carrying these two precious lives with me forever and wherever I go. I would also like to apologize to my friends and family for what I put them through, and I could never repay any of them for the support that I have received from them. I always pray for the Reisinger and Ravenel families because your pain must be unconscionable. My life will be dedicated to repaying the cost of the lives that I took, and if given the chance, I will do everything in my power to prevent any fatal accident from ever.
بس يا اخوان مبين الندم بسبب تهورك.
Two beautiful, innocent lives were denied a full life.
I always
هاي
pray for
سيارتي يا
the
اخوان.
Reisinger and Ravenel families because your pain must be unconscionable.
The accident playing over and over and over in their heads, and I would hear screams at night.
You killed a mother and a daughter. You did. No one else in this city but you did, Cameron.
On count one, sentence him to 9 years. On count two,
سنوات.
sentence him to 15 years, for a total of 24 years Florida State Prison.
It was a sentence heard around the world. 21-year-old Cameron Herin was going away for 24 years, but it might not end there. The stiff sentence is now being appealed by Herin's attorney.
I thought it was a very, very high sentence.
Criminal defense attorney Bjorn Brunvand, who is not connected to the case, says the defense will argue the judge abused his authority with a heavy-handed sentence and is asking the court to give Herin a second chance.
The appeal will basically examine what the judge did, whether or not he violated the law in any way.
Herin is accused of racing another teen, John Barano, on Bayshore Boulevard and hitting Jessica Ravenel and her baby Lilia as they crossed the street, killing them both. Last year, Barano took a state offer and pled guilty to vehicular homicide and unlawful racing.
وهيك يا جماعة الخير وصلنا هالفيديو، ان شاء الله عجبكم استمتعتوا فيه. طبعا يعني الله يكون بعونه، وان شاء الله يغمض عين فتح عين يكون بعالم ثاني وتخلص ال 24 سنة، والله يرحم من فقدتهم ان شاء الله. هيك الله يصبر جوزها واهلها. فالمهم عجبكم الفيديو ما تنسوا اللايك والسبسكرايب، اهم شيء. نشوفكم الفيديو الجاي. سلام.